And in your writing, you describe how some entrepreneurial teams test their fundamental hypothesis, their assumption, without even having built the product.
Yeah.
Can you describe pre-product testing?
Yeah, it is amazing when you really think about, all right, what do I want to learn? A classic thing to learn is, will customers sign up for my product at all? If it was already built, if I already had it perfect, would they want to buy it from me? Well, easiest way to do that test is to put up a single one-page landing page where we describe what the product is, that we pretend we've already built it, and simply say, would you like to pre-order this product right now? In most cases, when I've done that test, I didn't even have to make page 2 where I apologize that the product doesn't exist because nobody even wants it. It's also possible to build a much less functional prototype than you would normally think about, an engineer building. The key is to try to simulate as much of the experience for customers as possible. So there's a very famous company called Dropbox that today is one of Silicon Valley's hottest companies. They had this very complicated technology for file sharing that they were trying to build, and the whole idea was it would give you this magical experience that just worked across all your computers, magic synchronization. And the way they built their MVP was not with an ounce of technology. They just made a video of this kind of prototype that they had built on their computer that made it look like it would work like magic. But the video showed you what the experience would be, and then they used the video to get people, again, to sign up to pre-order, to commit to be part of their community. And that was enough, without any technology, to show them they were on the right track.
And when you run that kind of pre-product experiment, how do you know what number of sign-ups contributes to success and below what number constitutes an opportunity, a need to rethink?
Yeah. There's no absolute number that matters. It matters, how do those numbers plug into your overall business model? So it's important to make a prediction about what it's supposed to be. If I'm selling a product that's extremely expensive, I might only need a handful of customers in order to build a profitable business, and so getting only a handful of customers to sign up would be a very important indication. I was just talking to an entrepreneur who had read my book and was kind of sharing their story with me, and they told me about they were building this clean tech product that was incredibly expensive and complicated, and they were really in trouble, business about to run out of money, CEO quit, it was really a dire situation. And all they had was a prototype that only could convert to energy 1/10 the volume that they were planning to build. And after reading the book and hearing about minimum viable product, he thought, what if we offered the prototype for sale? He said, all right, we're going to charge $2.7 million for this prototype. And they put it up for sale, and he instantly got 10 orders. So he went from company about to go bankrupt in the brink of disaster to a company with $27 million in bookings, just from that one thing to say, hey, is it possible to sell this prototype? Well, that was a very big success. In your classic consumer internet business that's going to need millions of signups, if we have a sign-up rate that's only 5%, 3%, that's not going to be good enough usually to grow a sustainable business. So it's important to be able to make those kind of predictions. But the other nice thing about these kinds of experiments is rather than doing market research, every person who signs up has actually opted in to be part of your experimental community. So you can take that quantitative validation and turn it right into qualitative analysis by talking to those customers. It's Steve Blank's famous dictum to get out of the building and go observe customers, interact with them in person, and really try to get to know them better.